deux, trois. Oh man, whoa. We got microphones, we got headphones, and we got Theo and Matt from the Stay Hot podcast with me now to discuss fabricating a triple-double. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm glad to be here.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you for your patience and letting me do laundry at your house. Means a lot. Means a lot, fellas. Ricky Davis. Do either of you know Ricky Davis personally? Let's start there. Before we get into the man, I just want to make sure everybody's clear to make fun of a professional athlete.
No, I'm thinking the odds of us meeting aren't too high. I haven't seen him yet.
True.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in years, and I haven't seen him in years and years and years. So I think enough time has passed where I can start to talk shit about him.
I've been looking for him. So, hopefully this leads me back into Ricky's life. I love Ricky Davis. Let me just put that on record there. I mean, some of the best dunks in league history. He just never played for a good team. Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's possible to be a good NBA player on a bad team? Is it even possible? Are you guys do you guys just put all those guys in the trash bin?
Well, he was drafted to my Hornets, so I resent you saying that he never played for a good team a little bit.
Oh,
but yeah, you can be a good player on a bad team.
What is good? Because that Hornets team, they got a couple, 8 seeds, 7 seeds? They made the playoffs, though.
The farthest we've ever gotten is we lost in 7 in the second round. I'm pretty sure that's the worst of any team in the league.
I mean, sure, I'm a Wizards fan, so I'm not. We got one chip in the 70s, and besides that, I'm right there with you. I wasn't alive for that chip in the 70s, so can I even count it?
So do you bring that up? Is that something that you can hold over other people's heads?
No, I never bring
that
that
up.
That
a lot of my team, yeah.
The hell? What am I going to say? Oh, you don't know shit about Bobby Dandridge. That's not going to work.
I'm a Suns fan, and is this the first year that Devin Booker was good? Because this was the first year his team was good. So you can be a good player on a bad team, maybe even a great player on a bad team.
That the 70 ball he dropped was great. I mean, it was pretty good. Let me not act. I've never dropped anything. I've never scored double digits in any organized basketball, so I can't act like dropping 70 is something to scoff at.
I've done it in my 2K My Player, but it
was a slightly fabricated 70. A lot of free throws in that 70.
Maybe. See, I'm pro stat padding. I think if you have a chance to go get 70 and your team's awful, go get 70. Why not?
I love it. And that's why I don't blame Ricky for trying to create a rebound. How else are you going to find out what the rule is if you don't try to do it?
That is the Mamba mentality. Shooters shoot, even if it's on your own rim. You got to get the triple double. The history books are going to remember him now that he tried it. We're talking about Ricky Davis now still. He became a legend with that shot. So I can't say that I blame him.
We don't there's a lot of players who have one triple double that we don't talk about. There's no episode about fucking Scott Skiles. Fuck Scott Skiles.
Well, it's I don't know. If it's for a rebound, I guess you can't blame a guy for just trying to get one real quick like that.
I just need a quick one. Rebounds are actually harder than you think. The value of a rebound, it's like the value of a chair. You know how chairs are not fucking cheap. A folding chair will run you $100, dude. That's like a rebound. One rebound is worth $100 fucking dollars.
Well,
especially that one. And what I think the funniest part of this story is the overlooked part where it's at the beginning, the Cavs teammates saw this guy, try to clown his way into a triple double, and they're like, we don't need LeBron James. That was my favorite part of this story. It's imagine right now, you literally get the Pistons with Cade Cunningham, who's not on the level of LeBron, and they had JaVale McGee or something, and they're like, we don't need Cade Cunningham, or we just some clown on the team that is We don't need the number 1 overall pick. We've got.
There's a lot of shame in the pre-LeBron Cav era. A lot of people who thought Drew Gooden was the answer running around.
Hey, he was. Hey, they were right to think that. Mid-range king.
That's fair. I'm trying to think. What's the biggest stat padding I've ever done in my real life? So I do stand up, right? And I've definitely lied about, like, well, not lied, but tried to make the show I did sound better. Like, sometimes a very famous comedian will just show up to an open mic, and you might then say, performed with such and such. It's like, yeah, I kind of did, but that fool just showed up. He didn't come to intentionally perform with me, but I'm still counted. Fuck that.
I've noticed some people stat padding how long the pandemic took. Especially people who are in school, they'll be like, oh, I was a freshman when the pandemic started, and now I'm going to be a senior, and make it sound like it was 3 years long. Really, it was like 14 months.
That's pretty good. I would do that.
You've seen that, right? I'm not crazy though. You've seen that.
I've seen that. No, I know you've seen that. They're like, oh my God, I entered high school when this started, and now look at me, I'm a senior. When it's like
we all lived through it, so you're not fooling anybody.
Nah, man, you'd be surprised, dude. I forgot how old I was in the middle of this shit, dude. I subtracted a year on accident, so you could trick me at anything.
Me and Matt say we're 6'4" and that we're 6'3", but I think we're each probably an inch shorter than that.
I mean, Theo. Well, I the way I look at it, I round up to help out like the 5'11" guys who say they're 6 foot and whatnot.
Sure.
Me rounding up hurts nobody, helps everybody.
Benefits everybody. Hurts nobody.
That's fair. I understand that. Because now we're all taller. Now you,
right, exactly.
5'11", man, you get to be 6 feet
I'm lifting everybody up.
Yeah.
We are collectively gaslighting. I'm like yelling in this McDonald's.
Man, I tried to actually do that pre-pandemic. So when I was in high school, my freshman year, they used to have a wall where you could sign up for college visits. This was only for upperclassmen. You're only supposed to go if you're a junior or a senior. But I realized it's like, what are they going to do? Check your papers? So I'm like, yo, I'm a freshman signing up for the college visits, just trying to trick everybody into thinking I'm like a baby genius, or you know what I'm saying? Like, and then my teachers were just like, let me leave. So like half a freshman year, I'm visiting schools in the cafeteria, guys. I don't have time to learn with you plebes.
That's a good one. I don't know. I'm trying to think of my best stat pad, and I'm coming up a blank. I'm coming up a blank right now. I would say that, I just thought of one.
Adding a filter to a photo, that's stat padding. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Theo, man. What you got?
Thought of one. When I talk about how many states that I've been to, I count layovers on flights. So I'm like, yeah, I've been to Georgia before. But like in reality, I just stopped there on a flight from Minnesota to Florida.
That is a pad, bro. That's a pad. And then what? You went to McDonald's? I've
been there before. Like I've been to Georgia.
You were on the ground.
I was within state borders. I was in Atlanta. I was there. I was in Detroit. I've been there, just the airport. But like I was in Michigan.
If you buy a hat from Hudson News, who knows? What's the difference, bro? You was there.
Right.
All right. So we agree Ricky's good. And Ricky was right.
Yes. Ricky did nothing wrong.
We do a lot of posthumously taking awards, adding awards. Can we get the man his triple-double after the fact? Is that can I start a petition for that?
We should petition for that. We could probably, with our combined following on TikTok, we could probably start a change.org petition and probably get a couple thousand signatures.
All right, man. Yeah. Just get that white lady robot voice.
I hate that voice so much. I hate that voice so much.
I don't think I've ever used it. I don't think I've ever used it.
And if
I just want to know who decided. Who decided that this was the voice?
And who decided who uses it? Like, is it for people who can't see, because why are they on TikTok if they can't see? Are they just listening to it like a podcast? They're like, oh, thank God I can.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear my TikToks.
Right. It's like this lady, I hear it over and over again. It's annoying to me. It's like I can read the screen, so I'm not quite sure. Like,
what
what's
do you think
for?
it's like? Is it based off somebody, or did they like craft that voice in a lab?
It's definitely
and say, this is it. This is perfect.
Yeah, they were swirling around green liquid in a beaker. You know what I'm saying? And like looking at it from different angles, and it's like, yeah, we got it.
I think it's for people. I think it's for people who are just self-conscious about their own voice, and they don't want to like narrate what's going on. But it's like, as podcasters, we can't have this problem, so I can't relate to their insecurity.
True, yeah, I live for narration.
Right.
This is the type of shit I'm on.
Exactly.
I'm so glad you guys agree that it's not bad. It'd have been a weird show.
It's
because
funny.
I've never been more.
No, yeah.
It's literally funny. I mean,
just like you can't get that mad at that, really. I swear to God, this is what people think Russell Westbrook does every game.
And now that I have seen him for a year, none of those rebounds are fake, bro. None of them.
No, they're really not. Sometimes they like let him get the board a little bit because he's going to push the floor some and he's going to run the fast break. But that still counts in my book.
Counts double, dog. What the fuck, dude? If we score, what the fuck, man? I did think them shits was fake when he was averaging a triple in OKC. I did, but I found out very quick because no one on the Wizards can rebound. That's
true.
It's kind of like a part of the, you know how when you play for the Yankees, they make you like shave your mustache or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that, but now I do.
Oh yeah, you are not allowed to have facial hair. If either of you guys get signed by the Yankees, no Fu Man shoes, no handlebars. Yeah.
When I get, I'm going to be so good. What are they going to do? Cut me? What are they going to do? Cut me? I'm too good. They're not going to be able to tell me shit about what to do with my facial hair.
You're standing up to the Yankees.
I'm standing up to the Yankees. I'm saying that's you guys. There's some bourgeois organization here trying to tell me, your worker, what to do. I'm not having this.
You're
going to cut me or I'm going to drop.
Blonde beard. Protesting. Yes. Yeah, that'd be fire.
Exactly.
Honestly, that would be the greatest season in baseball history.
That's how I would demand a trade from the organization. They're like, like if Aaron Judge wanted to get traded and they're like, we're too good. You're too good. We can't trade you. It'll be like, I'll grow a mustache.
And then what are you going to do? Then what will you do?
That's better than James Harden's fat suit would be Aaron Judge growing a mustache. He needs to get unhappy with the Yankees so that can happen.
I agree. I see no flaws in this logic. If you had an opportunity to say anything to Ricky Davis, because I assume he's listening. Ricky, if you're listening, Matt, Theo, Jamel, we all love you. You know that. And the guys just have some words for you. You got anything for Ricky?
Ricky Davis, I can't stress enough how much I appreciate the sheer amount of balls that you have to throw a basketball at your own hoop, to brick it off of there and get a rebound to get a triple-double in a blowout. I think that's the most badass thing that has happened in the history of NBA basketball. And I think that is just an absolute alpha mentality. That's an alpha mentality. And I got to say that I respect the hell out of you.
I really like that you didn't try to hide it. Like there was no, well, I'm going to make it kind of look like I'm going for a real rebound or I'm just going to kill for a rebound on defense. No. Obviously just trying to get the triple-double with one totally cheap, no other thing it could possibly mean rebound. That's the way to do it.
And the refs respect it too. It was a foul and they're like, we can't in good
conscience. The refs wanted to let it happen, really.
The refs wanted to let it happen. In fact, they rewarded him. They're like, good effort, man. You're getting the 2 free throws. You're get rewarded.
The sickest part, the only person who didn't want it to happen was Jerry Sloan. I love Jerry Sloan. He's got a Lil Wayne line. But come on, Jerry. You guys got the game in hand. Just let it go, man. Jerry wanted him dead.
Yeah.
He wanted him in.
You would have think he hurt somebody the way that he was talking about him post game.
Yeah, it's not that serious, Jerry. R.I.P. and respect to your estate. But still, Jerry, Cool out.
I wish this happened in the social media era, so he could have gotten the respect.
Oh yeah, he'd have a deal.
And the continue.
Oh my God, he would have a deal with like Bang energy drink or so. He would be with somebody by now, easily.
Would have been a Twitter fan favorite.
You know what is crazy? We haven't even talked about the fact that, okay, I thought the two Davises, I thought that when the Hornets signed Baron Davis and you guys had Ricky, I thought I was seeing something for him there. I also love David Wesley, just for the record.
Anytime you think you're seeing something for him with the Hornets, usually you're being tricked. I can't lie. It was a little bit before my time. I was like -2.
True.
But I remember watching the Bobcats, so I know not to trust Charlotte basketball teams anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean, because you can't even believe what you're seeing with your eyes right now. Like, it seems like Melo is a great pick and Devontae Graham. The problem is what's going to happen with Devontae Graham. He seems like the guy who's going to get signed by somebody, right?
I mean, probably. He's a restricted free agent. He's going to get big money, though. Anybody who can shoot like him is going to get big money.
The problem is usually a guy like that gets overpaid by the Hornets. So you never know. It's kind of a paradox here. That's the exact kind of player the Hornets are like, we got to give him a supermax.
But I don't know. I'm trying to be a little cautiously optimistic about them right now.
That's so funny. The front office just implodes mentally because they can't hit. Like, wait, you mean to tell me we already got Devontae Graham? What?
This Devontae Graham guy, he can really score.
He's what are you talking about?
What? What do you mean he's leaving?
Oh man, that's pretty good. That's some good. Okay, the best Hornets highlight. You got to look up his best dunks, Ricky Davis's. But I believe Baron Davis on Kevin Garnett is the one. That's from, like, you know, if you need to impress some old people, pull that one out.
Not to be a little recency biased, I guess, but the Jeremy Lamb half-court game winner against Toronto, where like the ball's going one way, he grabs it, turns and heaves it and just goes in. That might be the best one.
Man, and then y'all couldn't get rid of Jeremy Lamb fast enough. What happened to Jeremy?
Nah, he's just a... They decided. Well, I think he got hurt. No, he got hurt when he was with the Pacers. But they just decided that they weren't going to pay any more role players because they already burned themselves doing that with like Nick Batum and Cody Zeller and all them.
Okay. Oh, God damn it! Here's the thing about Cody Zeller, and I know we're supposed to be wrapping this up, but Cody Zeller triggers me in a very particular way. He only has good games against the Wizards.
Cody Zeller.
That's what I'm saying.
The Wizards have no paint protection.
He was going into last year like the best player on the roster. It was really weird. I love Cody Zeller, but he's probably gone this offseason. But I don't know. We got guys like that. Malik Monk does it with the Heat. He only has good games against the Heat. He'll drop 30 against the Heat and then nothing else.
Just like, where are you? Getting smacked in the head by Mike.
One last thing I'll say here. Cody Zeller is one of the white centers in 2K that is just absolutely broken. Him and Valanciunas, I can drop like 20 and 20 with
because
every
I can
time.
hit the simple. You could give me, if you could hit a 9-footer, bro, we're straight. Cody Zeller, we also love you.
The maddest I've ever seen somebody get a 2K is this dude was like clamping Giannis with Cody Zeller. It must have been on like pro difficulty or something.
Two
dudes were like playing in my room and they were just going nuts because Giannis just couldn't hit anything on Cody Zeller.
It's weird how people get mad. It's a video game, but you want it to be real basketball. But it is a video game. But I need it to act exactly like how real basketball does.
And it never does. It's never quite.
Yeah.
It's always
it's microchips.
You see the same animations happening over and over. That's what does it for me. Like that the Kawhi bouncing. They added that animation. You know what I'm talking about? The shot against
the 4
76ers.
Bounce? Oh,
yeah.
God.
You can see that like once a game if you play 2K. because when they first added in that animation, it was way too common.
That
and they
happens.
had to take it out completely.
Why did they do that? Because that only happens once every 5 seasons.
Yeah, it never ever happens, but in 2K
it doesn't
it's every
happen.
game.
Can I retire with Cody Zeller in 2K in like my career and then like have him start a mega church?
You just pick a player to play as and retire immediately.
On 2K22, they're gonna give you the rap option, the option to have a rap career. So I bet you could choose him, and then you could give him a rap career. And maybe in 2K30, you can just have it be like it's like GTA, where you can like walk outside the stadium and do whatever you want.
That's an amazing joke.
2K30 is just open world, and you can be Cody Zeller.
I appreciate that you say it's functioning. I'm not going to elaborate on what that GTA joke means, but it is amazing and hilarious. Guys, whoa. Thank you both for coming on the show. Where can the people find you? Give me the plugs. I need all of the plugs immediately. I'm following y'all right now.
You can find me in a McDonald's in Yuma, Arizona at the moment. But on social media, you can find me at Theo Ash NFL on TikTok and at Theo Ash 1 on Twitter.
At Sponhour on TikTok and at Sponhour M on Twitter.
Absolutely. Theo and Matt, guys, thanks again.